sometimes I feel a little overwhelmed. At times, as an artist, I need to pause and reevaluate what inspires me. Taking inventory of the collections I want to work on, new products to create, or ideas I'd like to see come to life. It's a time when creativity and running a business collide. For the next few weeks, come along with me as I gather new inspiration, learn and grow as an artist, and launch my new and updated version of my website. I will be adding a new art collection, new products in my shop, workshops that will be available, and a membership community. It's already begun to take shape, but I still have so much work to do. But first, sometimes I feel so overwhelmed because as an artist, I just want to create. I feel inspired. I see something that I am inspired by, and I just want to create. If I could, paint all day, I would love to do that. So while my mind is spinning, I have to remind myself to focus. One of the things I talk about on this channel is how, as artists, we should focus on our art practice and work on those skills and get better at those. I struggle with focus myself when I have all these multi-passionate ideas that I want to work on. I know that I have to focus in my art practice. One of the areas I wanted to focus on was learning. So I love to learn new things. I love to grow in my art practice and learn new skills. I have been working with pen and ink, watercolor, and mixed media for years. So much so that I know those are my 3 areas. Do I like to work with other art? Yes. But I have, kind of trained myself to focus on these 3 areas. So recently I invested in myself and I did a few workshops. One of those workshops was with Laylee Mill, and I did this so that I could invest in myself as an artist, taking some time to just have fun and play and discover new techniques in mixed media. I think it's important as artists, no matter how seasoned you are, that you should pause and continue to learn and grow. None of us have ever arrived in our art skill, right? We are always in that place where we have the opportunity to learn from others. And so that's what I did recently, and I am so glad I did because it has helped spark some new energy and just helping me to reevaluate, what direction I want to go in my art. I just stumbled across her workshop, to be honest with you, and I'm so glad that I did. But I had so much fun, and it really was good to invest in myself, and it gave me this space to just have fun with art and not think about the fact that I was creating a video or teaching others or that kind of thing. But in reverse, I focused on me instead, which I don't normally do. So it was a bit out of my comfort zone, and it was good for me to stretch and grow as an artist. So I encourage you to find a workshop, find somebody that you connect with, that you can learn from and grow along with as they are teaching you new things. And you may discover things about you that you didn't know as an artist, which is also equally fun because now I can pour those things that I learned into my upcoming collection of work. So let me give you a little bit of a background. So I work full-time and I'm a full-time artist. So I work full-time in marketing and communication and I love it. And then I also am a full-time artist, and with that comes an art business, right? That I have to run and maintain and that kind of thing. It's a lot, and it's a lot to balance. And I don't know if there's a lot of channels that talk about this, but I like both. And to be creative in both spaces works for me. So what I do at work is creative, and what I do with my art is creative. And it all works. Now I definitely have to balance because I have other responsibilities like a family and a home and my health and all the things, right? So lots of things to balance. And then on top of that, putting out a video every week. I mean, so sometimes things can feel very overwhelming. So now let's get back to that focus part. I wanted to take a pause and really figure out what inspires me and what areas I want to focus on. I made a list of things that I can pull inspiration from. These are things that help me feel recharged and gives me a sense of calm and clarity. Those things are exploring nature. I love to take my art on the go, doing art outside of my studio, reading a good book, going to a museum, traveling, talking to people, which is basically spending time with others, journaling, and having some prayer and quiet time. And then I'm also going to add exercise in here, mostly because I have a race coming up in July. And so I will definitely be spending some time just taking care of myself. So I'm going to launch my new updated website with all the things that I'm adding on June 12th. So I have 5 weeks to help make this launch a success, and I just invite you to come along with me and see what it's like to pull all of the artwork together, all of the products together, get my workshops ready to go. So I'll see you in the next video.